As soon as I open it, roaches. To where when I walked in the house,
did you scream?
You don't know my life, bro.
Welcome back to Econix Talks, guys.
When I pop up, everybody gonna be like, man, overnight success.
Lifestyle topics, entrepreneurship, and investing.
Are you serious about this? Because if you are, then I'm willing to back the business.
We want to inform you, educate you, and empower you so that you can maximize your life. Let's get started. Hey, it's Josh. Thanks so much for listening to Econix Talks, whether you're brand new to the show and to me, or if you've been listening since the very beginning. As you know, managing a podcast takes a ton of time when you're independent. If you've enjoyed the show, whether it's just an episode or many, and want to support, you can buy me a coffee. This will help cover expenses and make it just a little easier so I can continue to give you guys the best content possible. Click the link in the show notes or description that says support if you'd like to contribute. And again, thank you guys for listening. Now, on to the show. Welcome back to another episode of Econix Talks. Today is Monday, and these are Monday's thoughts. Have you ever wondered, how does Amazon make money? They are a huge business, one of the biggest businesses in America. But when we break them down as an e-commerce business, how do they actually turn a profit? So we're going to take a deeper dive into what they're doing and, the different services that they offer and just, breaking down the different streams of income. So Amazon, the different types, and I'll break down the different types of businesses first. So in e-commerce, you have B2B, which is business to business. You have B2C, which is business to consumer. And then you also have C2C, which is consumer to consumer. So Amazon has a bit of a hybrid model. So they take the approach where they have B2B, B2C, C2C. They have a bunch of different models. So in 2019, Amazon posted $280 billion in revenue. Let me say that again, $280 billion in revenue. And their net profit was $11.5 billion. So what that means, how I like to differentiate gross and net, it's funny, but I think of a net as a fisherman. And if you're going to go out fishing, you need to cast a net. So whatever you cast, you take home. So a net kind of catches whatever you're going to take home with you. That's how I kind of differentiate the two between net and gross. But for layman's terms, 280 billion is what the company made. 11.5 billion is what they took home after expenses. So 50% of their revenue has come from online stores. So what are their other revenue streams? So Amazon actually does have physical stores. They have Amazon AWS. They have some subscription services. They also have third-party sellers and even advertising. So they have a ton of different ways that they can make money. Amazon's been around for, a little bit over 2 decades. So they've had some time to, make it right, make mistakes, see what works, see what doesn't. So, and it's the same thing in any small business. As you stay around longer and longer, you have more data to go off of. You have more things to do and more things to see. So, you're able to make better or more informed decisions as it pertains to your business. Now, one of the things that you can do, or one of the things that Amazon does, is they sell their own products. So Amazon actually sells brands that they own. So, for example, over time, they might have tried to figure out, okay, this doesn't work, that does work. And they might have stumbled upon something that did really well in the e-commerce space. And they said, you know what, this might be something we want to own so we can make more profit off of it. So they do sell actual brands that they own. And over time, they've used the internal data to figure out, again, which products are most successful. Another thing that they do is they host other physical stores that need a digital presence. So what that means is, Amazon hosts tons of third-party products. The majority of Amazon's earnings for e-commerce is based on getting commissions off transactions from their website. So if you're building a hosting platform, it's important to make sure that it's fluid and smooth. So, as a host, again, because they are a hosting platform, they leverage their brand and their brand notoriety to give small businesses the ability to, to leverage Amazon's brand, essentially. And then they just take a higher transaction fee, or they, make their money on the back end when their customers start to pay out and buy whatever products that, each business is selling. So that's one of the cool things that you can do as well if you're trying to build a hosting site. Another thing that you can do, or that Amazon does, is they've actually built services on top of e-commerce. So what are some of those services? So Amazon, they have a fulfillment service that people use all the time. One of the things that they do is books. So I've had a couple of friends publish their own books through Amazon, but the fulfillment system where that comes in, anybody who pretty much orders that book or whatever, it goes directly to the customer. The business owner doesn't have to track it. They don't have to deal with inventory. They don't have to deal with orders. But on the exchange side, Amazon charges a higher transaction fee. So Amazon said, you know what? I'm gonna make their life easier. And that's a question that you should always be asking in business. How can I make life easier for the consumer or whoever you're doing business with? So with their fulfillment system, again, you don't have to have any inventory. You don't have to deal with, fulfilling those orders and stuff in packages. You don't have to deal with any of that. So instead they say, you know what, how can I make their life easier? Let me take this away from them. Let me take this problem away from small business owners so they can focus on other things, and the exchange is more money. So again, it takes away a lot of the moving parts that slow businesses down. Another thing that they do is they build membership services to, keep shipping costs, or to, offset shipping costs. So when you look at different membership services, look at Amazon Prime, specifically Amazon Prime. So what Prime does is it gives Amazon the ability to charge a monthly service and transaction fee, or not transaction fee, but a monthly subscription, while offering faster shipping speeds. That's pretty much what it is. It's just convenience. They pretty much mastered convenience for their consumers. So if you're looking or thinking about, building a hosting site, think about a membership service, think about, different costs that you could cut, or again, they made it easier for the customer to get their stuff quicker. And that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. So the last thing that they do, and I'm pretty sure Amazon's always adding things, but as far as their e-commerce business is concerned, they offer, premium listings for, and paid visibility. So what they do is, just like any other platform, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Etsy, they allow clients to pay more to be seen, and it boosts their revenue. That's the end game for the consumer. So that there's so many different ways to maximize an e-commerce business, but you have to build. And with Amazon being, the leader in the e-commerce business, they're a great business to look at and analyze just what they're doing, and how are they making money? How are they making lives easier for their consumers? How are they allowing their customers to stick? Because they have so many services. That's the cool part. Because Amazon has so many services, the more services you have, the more likely you're going to be, the more likely you're going to stay with them, the more likely you're going to use them. And that's pretty standard around all business. So for example, if you have Amazon Prime and you shop a lot online, well, now you just got the, you take advantage of the faster shipping. But let's say you also want, Amazon Prime and video. So now you have access to their streaming service. So it's just so many different aspects to their entire functionality. But yeah, man. So I just wanted to give a quick brief breakdown and just more of a drill down into Amazon and how they turn profits, man. So if you're looking at the e-commerce space, look at them and take notes and see what they're doing as a market leading industry. And on that note, guys, thank you so much. We will have a dope interview coming out this Thursday. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.